after I meant to turn that down. Hi. Hey, Desi. We got Giangotti. Hey, Charlene. You want to know what's crazy? We got under 100 followers on that stream. That was crazy. Hold on. On here. You said TT? Hold on. I have to do... Was it good or bad? Okay. It's taking me a sec. It's annoying. Is it good or bad? Hi, everybody. We got John Gotti out. Nervous now. You got me all nervous about... Oh, snap. Let's change my password. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm trying how to like relog in and stuff. From you? Where at? For who? Really, Desi? From who? It's lizard time. Okay, hold on. It means it all. His name is John Gotti. From... This is my house. Oh. Is it from... Okay. Hold on. Dang, okay. Thank you, John Gotti. He's 2.5 years old. He is an Ambelobi Panther Chameleon. I also have Helix out. Ooh, Helix is being a little crazy. Helix, I need to put you up. Oh my God, Helix. So these are both Ambelobi locale. This guy's a lot bigger. No. He's a yellow body red bar, and he's a red body blue bar. Oh, there's a lot. And another one. Like, if you like DJ Khaled, like, practice it, because that's how it just go all night. And another one. And another one. All night long. That's how it's gonna go. Nope. This is a chameleon. No, they're not really. I'm not worried about that with them. But, you know, just gotta wash your hands and whatnot afterwards, and that will definitely help with any issues along that line. Well, that's annoying. That's annoying. Oh my gosh. Why? This is John Gotti. Thank you. Y'all ready to see him maybe get a super one? I'm gonna get a different one out. No, Helix. Helix. Okay, Helix. Cheapers, dude. He's like, what? Good job, John Gotti. I'm gonna put him up Helix. Maj, you might be busy tonight. I'm gonna put John Gotti up. Helix clearly wants. Helix clearly wants. Helix clearly wants. Huh? Now? Hold on. Uh-oh. Just a shake. Okay. Holy hell. I'm gonna have to handle like that. Maybe. Who do we got mod-wise right now? Shit. There we go. Oh gosh. You got one. Who do we got mod-wise right now? Oh. I'm sorry, you totally missed it. There you go, Helix. Just you and Crafty? Okay. Hi, Nyan. This is Helix. He is a little over a year old. He just turned a year old in January. And does he possibly? Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna have to address a lot of that stuff after I drop the kids off in the morning. Well, now. Thank you. So I'm wearing Inslee Rain. It's an indie brand. I can say that on here. Crafty. I was just trying to see how many mods we had on here right now. It was getting a little. Thank you, Mystic Mountain Morphs. Yes, we appreciate all the likes, the shares, all the subscribers. We do. Helix really appreciates it. Nothing happened, Desi. I was just trying to. Just in the Cam Fam mod messages. I haven't been able to really. I look tired. Well, I'm a busy chick. Yeah. More colorful blue ones. I don't have the blue Blurple Abanjas. I have an Abanja. I do, but I just mess with the traditional wild coloration for the locale. The blue Blurple Abanjas, I mean, they can be easily over $1,000. Thank you. His name is Helix. I have a lot of his half siblings. These are his natural colors. He's not fired up. He always has a red resting color. So Panther Chameleons have a very wide range of color. They don't have morphs that's like ball pythons and different geckos. There's different locales of Panther Chameleons. Locale represents the region of Madagascar that they be from. There's over 200 locales, and every locale has their own unique colorations and markings. So Helix is an ambilobi locale. Ambilobi is going to be your most commonly found locale, especially as a pet in the U.S. They have the most coloration variation. This is a yellow body red bar. I'll give you a quick little tour. Helix, did you take a dump somewhere? I think you did. So they can bite. So here, Maui's back there. He's a red body blue bar. Here's another yellow body blue bar ambilobi. Redline, he's Helix's sire. It's this guy's dad. Big Polly's a yellow body blue bar ambilobi. He's a big boy. Good old Mr. Meeseeks. He's in a Banja, so he's a different locale. Gambino is a yellow body blue bar ambilobi. He's pretty. John Giatti, where are you? Well, where are you? I just had you out. Where the hell did I put you? Well, oh, there he is. He's back there. That's John Gotti. He's a red body blue bar. And we got Boudreaux. Where are you, Boudreaux? He's in my nosy bee. He's kind of a shy boy. You kind of see him. And then Kenny Powers is a yellow body blue bar ambilobi. I got my females, some juveniles, and my babies are back here. I individually raise the babies so they get their own enclosure when they're born. Here's one of the females, Roja. She's actually the mom of a lot of the babies I've hatched. Oh, what are you trying to do, sir? Where's your turd? Helix. He's so cute. I'm gonna put him. I'll put him. There you go, sir. I'm gonna get Jethro. I haven't got Jethro out yet. So Jethro is he's a male. Or who should I get out actually? Who should I get? Ooh. We're gonna get Jethro. Come here, Bubba's. Oh, Jethro. Okay. This is Jethro. He's a juvenile technically. Get my phone back in the charger. No, monkeys. You're not. I won't. You know, that's honestly an animal. I love animals. I would never have a monkey. Knuckles. This is Jethro McBodine. He is a yellow body blue bar ambilobi locale. He's not confident. She's a shy one. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, their bites are not too bad. It's more startling than anything. They hurt more than a paper cut. Not as bad as a cat scratch, dog scratch. Really, if you have a dog or a cat, they have, if not will, hurt you more than these guys are able to. So he is about 10 months old. He's so cute. 6 years now. Yes, we have fun and educational lives. I do breed Panther Chameleons. I mean, bulldogs, sure. If it depends on the dog. So I had a pit bull when I first got into this. He could care less. Like he was aware of like when I was setting up an enclosure and when I would get a chameleon, he'd be like, oh, and you look at the enclosure, sniff, no big deal. That was it. It was like, oh, okay. I have two smaller dogs now. Thor's a miniature pinscher and Selena's a Chihuahua. Thor 100% is aware of them and he wants to get to them. That's his breed. He wants to get the small, they like to get small creatures. He would hurt a chameleon. Selena, my Chihuahua, she has the prey drive of a warm tortilla. And like, you know, she's afraid of them. She's not that much bigger than my chameleon. She's 3 pounds. So yeah, you want to see the toe skis? So they have 5 toes on each foot. This is important. If you ever want to get a chameleon tattoo, make sure your tattoo artist knows this, because you'll get ripped apart if you upload a picture of an incorrect footsies. All right, so front feet, we got 2 toes on the outside. We got 2 toes on the outside and 3 toes on the inside. And then back feet, 3 toes on the outside, 2 toes on the inside. They are perfect to grab around smaller branches. They got 5. They're kind of connected, see? But they got 5. It looks like they got 2, but you know, they got 5. So that's when you are getting sticks, branches for your enclosure. You want to aim for the width of the stick to be like that of a number 2 pencil. Obviously, we can't get all of them, but this is close to the perfect width for them to perfectly wrap their cute little grippies, as I call them. See how they're almost perfectly. That's what you want with them. That's good for their feet. They want that. I do too. I am not going to like. I'm so super duper tempted on what's it called? Shein, however you say it. I think it's Shein. I don't know. They have like miniature, like, what is the best way to describe it? Dollhouse things, but they're random as fudge knuckles. I'm trying not to cuss. They're random as fudge knuckled, like miniature dollhouse things. Like I'm talking fish bowls, but also like swords and stuff. They're the pencils, notepads, rulers, anything. Like there's miniature, like itty bitty, perfect size for these guys. And these guys will just basically grab on anything. He's like, oh, cool jelly roll pen. You like that pen? He's like, man, you can trick them, almost grab on everything. He's like, bitch, no. He's like, what are you trying to do? Ha! Could you imagine like some lightsabers? Listen. You see my roots here? I'm this color. Look at it down. Look at it with my light off. It's an indie brand. Indie brands just do it better when it comes to most makeups. I mean, there's like foundations and stuff. I'm always going to get like your typical stuff. We occasionally here on Reptile YouTube channel, we do I am a girly-ish girlish makeup. I can talk free on here. TikTok, where we started at, I can't look all the guys are makeup stuff. It's Inslee Rain's indie brand. I freaking love it. And it's a gorgeous it's so freaking pretty. Hey y'all. My eyebrows are orange. So there's this color blindness test. You should look into it. Hey, album, I will tell you, I'm tempted on here to obviously continuously upload reptile content, but I'm so tempted to get makeup stuff on here, just like a whole makeup section for people. I get asked that a lot. I'm newish on YouTube. TikTok will be like, the fudge knuckles are you doing? So they change your color based on mood and temperature. They're like walking mood rings. It's a really big misconception that they change their coloration based on whatever they're touching or their surroundings. So these are his resting colors. Resting, he's not worked up, he's not scared, he's not stressed out, he's not basking. He's got a beautiful green with blue bars. He is going to shed soon, so he does have an ashier look on him. If he fires up, that green turns yellow, his blue bars get brighter. He's a yellow body blue bar. That's his color, is yellow body blue bar. Let's give this guy a superworm. Now Jethro here, he's been kind of one of our newer, I produced him. We've had him for several months now. He's 10 months old. But he's a bit shy. We just started kind of getting him on camera and feeding him superworms for you all. Or whatever. I'm hoping he's over the bad habit. He has a relatively bad habit of just kind of letting his food sit and suffer in his mouth. My hand is about to glitch. They do not glow in the dark. You're looking at receptive females. Ooh, good job. And we're just going to chill with the superworm still. He's like, come on, man. Dude, it's still alive. Jethro, get it over with. Quit torturing your food, man. Quit playing with your food, dude. Oh my gosh. Stop. Just get it over with, Jethro. You're so... There's some signs about you. There's just some questionable signs. In fact, there you go. Yes. Good job, buddy. Most of the time, y'all gobble that down. You like to make sure you feel its life just slowly exit its body. Yes. That's what Jethro does with his food. He takes one little bite, which is not going to make it from the bite, but it's still very much alive. That's his little quirk. All my chameleons, all my males I've noticed all have their own little quirks. His is he likes to play with this food in a very, very cruel way. So my first was actually Redline. Redline is behind me. He is almost 6 years old. He's a Panther Chameleon. How much did I pay for Redline? I think he was around, before shipping he was $500, so probably like mid fives after everything was said and done. Yeah, he's my first. I had no prior reptile experience, so that's my first reptiles, Redline. And then Mr. Mondays, I got Mr. Mondays, this one, shortly after Redline, like not even a month. Helix's quirk is, it might change after we pair him up because he's just very corny, replace the C with an H. I just got to get that girl for him. Maybe he'll change after that. But he will, yeah, he's ready to move mountains to find some lady. Let's get, who have I not got to tonight? We haven't gotten Maui, but Maui's just... Desi, I want you to feel better. Hey, Mr. Mondays. You want to come out, sir? I know you were out earlier, Mr. Mondays. You wanted to come out? Maybe get a... The meanest is freaking Sybil. She's a female panther. She's very mean. Hi, Mr. Mondays. You're so cool. So this is one of my OG chameleons. He's almost 6. I love their tails. Their tails are very, very, very important to them. I've seen a chameleon missing a full leg, and it got around just fine because he had his tail. Yeah, I have several of my males will come out to see me. He's actually the grandfather of Jethro, the one I just showed, that just ate that superworm. Uh-oh. I love all animals. I do. I love all animals. There's some that I would never own, like anything with a thumb. I'm good. Like, I'm good on that. I don't want an animal to have a thumb as a pet. We're talking that, you know what that sucker can do? You know what they're capable of the second an animal has thumbs? For real. Like, the stuff you have to do to like prevent them from just completely causing chaos and mayhem in your life. Like having to put locks on your refrigerator. Like they can hide your keys from you. Shoot. No, I'm talking like a monkey. Something with a, like, yeah, sure, like they can grab onto things, but they can't like and like hide your keys, open up your refrigerator and raid it. They can't like pick up their poo and throw it at you or like smear it on the wall. No, I'm so good on all that. No, Joe. They don't lick like that. I mean, so like you'll see them if they're on a branch or something, they might like kind of like lick it to see if they taste like what else has been around. But they're not like gonna lick you like a dog or anything. They might tongue zap you because they think that there's something on you that's edible, like it's a bug. And usually what's gonna cause that's flickering. Chameleons are why I no longer paint my nails or really get my nails done. There's the glossy top coat on your nails. Hey, thank you so much, Enrique. Thank you for the laughing, Jessica. That thing's so freaking cute. Thank you. But like, so the reflection of the shiny top coat, if you wear like glittery or like multi-chrome nail polish that shift, some of the chameleons, it's like a movement that a bug would make, and it attracts their attention. And if they lock in with both eyes, bam. I haven't got a big Polly, you're right. I'll get him out. So you gotta be careful. Is it Lucy Purr? Lucy Purr. I can't. See, I can like. Butter. Is it Lucy Purr? Thank you for the 100. But what about that stuff on my eyes? This eyeshadow. This is different. See, like it's not the same. I don't know why this doesn't seem to get their attention. Maybe it's because like this is just rings. Yeah, so one of mine I have to really pay attention to. Actually I'm about to get him out. He's tried to eat this ring before, but you just gotta pay attention to them. So they're not just gonna like all of a sudden like and bite something. When they try to eat something, you're gonna see both of their eyes lock in, and if it's at something on you, they're about to either tongue zap or think that there's something on you that's edible. So that's one reason, like I'm always kind of looking at them when I'm holding them, making sure they're not. I have one chameleon that tries to eat the comments. He hasn't in a while, but he used to try to eat the live stream comments because I guess he thought it was bugs. He's the only chameleon I've ever had that's done that. So it's just, you gotta pay attention. So it depends. I have I've had several of the sweetest females, like Bonita. She's so sweet. I swear, she's not a typical chameleon. Like, I call her a dog in a chameleon suit. She comes out to me. She doesn't even go into gravid colors. Gravid colors are what female panther chameleons will show, or chameleons in general will show, when they are no longer receptive to a male. They have fertile eggs, about to lay eggs, whatever. So that's gravid colors. She doesn't even show her gravid colors. Like, homegirl is so food motivated. She could have just gotten done like laying 50 eggs or something. I'm exaggerating. She's laid like 30 or so as the largest she's laid. She could have just got done with that. And as long as there's food, she doesn't care if there's a male or anything. She's like, it's worth it. She'll walk out to you very chill, not afraid of the phone. I have some females that I'll give you a brief little female tour, okay? Come with me. I'm gonna put Mondays up. I'm gonna show you some of these girls. So here's the thing. If we're gonna go wrong enclosure, that would have sucked. If we're gonna look at it in a more scientific-ish view, females are gonna always be in some form or matter in a state of, I'm gonna lay eggs eventually. So they're gonna be more timid. They're a lot smaller. Their lifespan is not as long. So they're always kind of in that, I'm going to be laying eggs soon mindset. All right. So here's Bonita. She's not your typical chameleon. She's very sweet. The only reason I know is how freaking fat her belly is. Damon, Corley, thank you for the super comment. I think is what it's called. Thank you so much. So she's super chill. She's not like most chameleons. Now let's go look at Zestarella. Hi, Zestarella. How are you, pretty? So I produced this one. Oh, so she hates me. Can I touch her tail? She says, nah. So I produced her. I decided to keep her because I think she's amazing, but I've actually not paired her up yet. Here's another female I've produced. This is Gnarly Carly. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Gnarly Carly. Oh, she's snarling. So that's Gnarly Carly. Here's Pissy Missy. Hi, Pissy Missy. Pissy Missy's actually gotten a lot calmer. Hi, Pissy Missy. Wow. I mean, I call you Pissy Missy anymore because you were like, hi. Wow, Pissy Missy. She's not Pissy Missy. She's just Missy. Whoa, Missy. You've been Pissy Missy for so long. What? She's getting calmer, you guys. And now this is the meanest chameleon I've ever met in my entire life. It's Sybil. Hi, Sybil. Hi, cutie. Look at that. So she has bit me. She is the only chameleon that's ever bit me. Well, I mean, I've been bit by... She's the only one that has... with intention to cause bodily harm. Like when she bites, she don't let go. She shakes her head and everything and tries to really dig her cute little teeth into ya. She's a very ornery, damn. So, but chameleons aren't gonna hide if they're about to bite you. So that's shit. She's a real big female too. She's got an amazing lineage. She's like, oh, yeah, okay, bye, baby. So Sybil, like, has bit me. Out of the 12 that have bit me, she's easily has bit me like a dozen times. I'm not constantly trying to handle her. Now, if she's receptive, I'm gonna have to get her out of here and give her to her man. That usually involves her trying to attack me. But yeah, when she bites, she like does it freaking, it's like, damn, girl. Even with all her might, it's not that painful. Yeah. Males are a lot bigger. Oh, damn. This is Sahara. Hi, Sahara. She's so not impressed with anything. She's so pretty. Aren't you gorgeous? Hi. Oh, grumpy butt. This gorgeous girl is Miss Findy Thundersnatch. Hi. Oh, Findy Thundersnatch. Oh, we love you, girl. Isn't she pretty? So this is a female color, like, so she's got some peaches. She's got, well, if you look closely, she's got some really pretty purple scales. So the purple scales would be her saying back off, like, to a male. I wouldn't say she's in Grava colors. She still shows some receptive, but she hates the phone, so she's kind of getting darker. But Findy Thundersnatch here. The reason she has such a ridiculous name is sometimes we do live goals, and over on TikTok land, when we got that goal, we named a baby. So when she was just a wee little baby, my chat decided to name her Findy Thundersnatch. And well, we just kept the name. I have no Jacksons. Yes, I have 76 chameleons, guys. So this is Mr. Meeseek's girlfriend, a little sweetie. She's an Abanja female. She just laid beautiful 16 fertile eggs from my Abanja male, Mr. Meeseek's. Hey, Maui. Dinosaur Jack. I love it. Yes, any animal, the mouth and teeth can bite. But, Panther chameleons, yes, they can bite. I've been bit by 12 out of over 200. Most of them were young juveniles. I have been bit by 2 full-grown males. One was my fault. I startled Kenny Powers and he bit me. Didn't hurt. I made a song. I broke out in song like a damn freaking Disney princess over it, and y'all thought it was entertaining. John Gotti used to buy a lot, but again, it doesn't really, it's startling. Like, as you saw those females doing those strikes, it's startling how they do it. We'll put Jethro up. It's not that it's a myth. Most chameleons are not necessarily fond of handling. Now, brief periods of handling, it's like not gonna be a big deal for them. But every chameleon has their own different level of tolerance for handling. You don't see me, hold on. Occasionally I might hold like gnarly Carly for like not even a minute to show you guys one of the females, but when they're like that, I don't just handle them. But here, I'm like a walking tree to most of these guys. Here's Gambino. So this is Gambino. Yeah, so I'm not, he's one that, Eric, thank you for the high five. Thank you. I have to look and see what they're called now. I have become the walking tree to these guys that brings them food. And I'm also the walking tree wingman for the boys. I bring them the ladies. So I'm pretty cool to them. I have 76. This is Gambino. He's another ambilobi. He's a yellow body blue bar. He's actually the result of 12 generations of selective breeding. I haven't gotten Big Polly out yet. Yeah, so I have several that will come out to see me. But here's the thing, and this is what's that one? Eric, thank you for the clapping seal. That was Sahara and John Gotti. So Sahara was with John Gotti. So I got Sahara from Camouflage Creations. Males of about 5 to 7 years, females of about 2 to 4. Some of my boys, like, so my males, a lot of them have multiple wivesies. We might be in Missouri, but a lot of my males are Mormons. They can have multiple girls. I think the most would be Redline has had 3 wives. John Gotti has had 2. Kenny Powers is on 2 or 3. And then the females, though, I don't pair them up with other males. Now, listen, it's not because I don't want them to have fun or anything. It's not fun for them, but female Panther Chameleons, chameleons in general, but female Panther Chameleons can retain sperm for at least 6 months. So a lot of breeders will not pair their female to multiple males because you need to have at least 2 completely infertile clutches before you can confidently pair her up with another male, or else you may not know who the sire is, which that can create a bunch of different issues. The most natural looking one, I mean, these are all chameleon. Let me show you a locale called, they are such a wide range of color. Even wild chameleons, there's localities. There's over 200 locales, and every locale has their own unique colorations and markings. This locale, Ambilobi, has the largest coloration variation. There's 5. There's yellow body blue bar, there's red body blue bar, there's yellow body red bar, there's orange body blue bar, and there's rainbow, which rainbow is when they have a mixture, like their bars are not like mostly a solid color. I keep 3 different locales. Their color. There's so many different colors that Panther Chameleons come in. It's such a crazy amount of colors. I'm just gonna do a quick Google image search for you all, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of colors. They are like this in the wild. You can breed like for traits. So like this guy's 12 generations of selective. He's my quote unquote least natural looking one because he's 12 generations of selective breeding. So he has not as much red. Ambilobi locales tend to have a good amount of red in them somewhere. Even if they're not fully red, like some of my males, they'll have red in their heads or legs or tail. So this guy is selective. This project is so there's more bright yellow, not as much red that overtakes the yellow. So he's firing up a bit right now. When he's fully fired up, though, you really see that 12 generations of sweat and tears and all sorts of hard work. Let me pull up a picture of him fully fired up for you. And then I'm going to show you the Google image pictures of all these chameleons. So selective breeding does not mean inbreeding. There's no inbreeding with him. Jonathan, the original producer of him, just would pick out in his clutches, he'd pick out the male that had the least amount of red and the most yellow. So this is the same chameleon, fully fired up. That's Gambino. He still has a good amount of green in him right now. Straight bright yellow. This is him in the middle on a live stream. He was in his resting green colors, transitioning to the yellow fired up colors. He's actually kind of in mating display colors here. When they get into mating display colors, males get dark stripes on their eyes and face like that. So he was fired up and then started to go into mating display colors there. That is him. And I actually have I have 3 different clutches right now of babies, and 2 of them are from him. The 2 clutches that he's the sire of, they're half siblings, different moms, different doms. So here, what I was doing originally, here's just so this one right here, that's an Ankarami locale. So they're known as the pink chameleon. Let me zoom the screen in a bit for you. So that one right there is known to be the pink chameleon. It's not as popular of a locale in the US. You don't see them as much anymore, but that is one of them. So there's over 200 locales. Damn. So the yellow there, that's a yellow body blue bar. We have a red body blue bar there. That looks like a nosy folly or abanja there. That blue one, they're calling that a nosy bee. I don't know if I agree with that or not. Here's some more Panther Chameleons. None of these are like, they might be edited in a sense like the person who posted them might have like enhanced the brightness of some of the pictures, but these are all real colorations. Most of them are ambilobi that we're seeing. There's a blue blurple abanja. That's a whole different topic. There's a wild chameleon there. So yeah, there's tons of different colorations of chameleons. Oh, so Frederick, yes. In theory, there's so many not in theory. It's not theory, it's real. In all truth. And Frederick, thank you. I would like to get into that. Let me show you locales I would like to get into. So that one, yes. There's Nosy Mitsio. It's just hard to get. This is a locale I would love to get into as well. Like, that's Nosy Mitsio locale. I freaking love it. It's hard to get into this locale because what you find that they're either the ones that there's only like there's one breeder in the UK. There's not that many people who breed this particular type of locale. And unfortunately, going the wild caught route with this particular locale, they're going into a different location, and a lot of people who've been breeding or in the game for decades, they look different than what they used to look like. So they're saying they're not really true. They think it's a whole different locale that it's not being recognized. But I think that's one. I would love to go to Madagascar. Bill Strand does a trip once a year, so I would like to go next year. They just got back not too long ago. That is a gorgeous locale. So Nosy Mitsio is that one. The green and yellow, I think, so pretty. The Ankarami, like they call it pink. In my opinion, it looks red. And maybe I would have to see it in person. Like there's a reason they call it pink, but it looks red to me. What else? Cap. As Panther Chameleon. Okay, here's another locale I think is pretty dope. It's hard to get into this one though. Truly, I don't even know if these are actually no, none of those are even good examples. Let's do Nosy Folly. This is Nosy Folly. I think they're cool. That's another locale. Like, yeah, truly, these guys come in so many colorations. It's insane. So many different colors. They have their own. I know that saying reptiles have a personality can be a quote unquote controversial thing in the reptile keeping world. I get it, whatever. But yeah, they all. I keeping as many as I've been keeping, even now the siblings that I raise, I notice little differences in them and the little quirks. Actually, so Bill Strand, they're a part of a project to help get rid of some invasive creatures that are demolishing some of the plants that these guys rely on for their main source of food. Oh, he's so pretty. They're not venomous. I don't have any monitor lizards. And also with the deforestation in Madagascar. So, Jess, when they're younger, as babies, I feed them fruit flies. I said I was gonna get big poly. I'm gonna get big poly. I feed my baby chameleons fruit flies for the first 10 days to 2 weeks of their life, and then I move them up to small crickets. These guys, I mean, at this size, they don't really seem to be too attracted to smaller insects like gnats. But basically, if it's small enough to fit in their mouth and it's moving, they're going to try and eat it. But I feed the babies fruit flies, but it's really, fruit flies are just kind of to help them learn to hunt, to get that prey drive when they see the movement started. But they're not a good source of food long term at all. You want something that has higher protein in it so they grow. So this is Big Polly. He's another ambilobe. He's yellow body blue bar. He's just in his resting colors, which is the green. He's F1. So F1, yeah, the flightless. So F1, does he know? Oh, it's a pain in the butt to feed the fruit flies. One trick is you put the container of fruit flies in like a fridge for about 15 minutes before you feed, and it kind of makes them asleep, and then you put them in there. I also put blueberries. I'll get a blueberry and I'll kind of like smash it and put it on a stick in the baby's enclosure, so that way the fruit flies all gather to that location and it makes it easier for the baby to hunt. Now this guy's F1. So F1 means one of the parents or wild caught. In his case, his sire BB is wild caught. He's a very big boy. He's one of my biggest male panthers. He's never bit me, but I always show you all him because so many people are like, oh, you've like, these aren't how they really look. No, they do. So, I mean, this is, I don't have any wild caught Panther Chameleons, but being F1, this is as close as I can show you. So, yeah, the difference is with a wild caught versus one that's been captive bred for a while, their coloration may not be as clean. And what I mean by clean is, so like when you zoom in on him, you see here how he's got a lot of like red in between his yellows. So he's got a lot of red scales in between his yellows. He's about to shed as well. He's not, honestly, for a F1, he has some pretty good clean blue bars. They do have teeth. Like butter knives. Oh. Like butter knife teeth. What is my stance on breeding? Well, I breed Panther Chameleons. So my stance on breeding animals. I feel like people are going to be getting pets regardless. Fact of the matter, a lot of the reason that you have such an overthing of like animals in shelters, and I rescue, don't get me wrong, but it's from shit breeders. There's actual dog breeds that are going extinct, which is pretty crazy to think of that. I think like good, reputable, not your backyard breeders, but good breeders that don't inbreed, which is a big cause of a lot of health issues with dogs. It's good because like if you want to get a certain dog, if you want to get a dog, you need to know the dog is going to be best for you, like in your lifestyle. So I love rescuing dogs. I have a rescue dog, but if you get a dog and you don't realize it's actually half cat, half blue heeler, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. If you don't realize that dog's half cattle dog, good fucking luck. You know what I mean? So that dog's gonna send you in for a world, because most people don't understand what they're getting themselves into with like a working dog like that. Like, you don't understand. They're amazing dogs. I could never have one. I'm the lifestyle for one. So if you are able to find a good reputable breeder, and your lifestyle, like, you can't accommodate a breed that's like has to have that work, or you're able to go from there. Do you need a breed that's good with kids? Do you need a breed that you want a protective breed? So on and so forth. But then when you get breeders that are just shit and want to do like designer hybrid dogs and like purposely make them so small with like certain like double merle breeders, I could go on and on and on about that shit. But anyways, when it comes to reptiles, especially chameleons, reputable breeders also. I don't group raise my babies. I individually raise my babies. If I wanted to make more money, I would group raise, but then these guys are in awful conditions, it's stressful for them. I don't want to say they're in awful conditions, because that used to be the way that people just bred them. There's some OG breeders who do still group raise, but they'll start to separate them pretty soon. And the thing with group raising them is it does put them in a stress. They go their own ways when they hatch. They don't stay around each other. But healthy chameleons that are raised healthily gives you a better opportunity and a good start with a healthy, well-founded juvenile chameleon. I want people to be able to experience the amazing experience I've had with raising chameleons and having chameleons. I think it's so rewarding to have a healthy chameleon and just seeing like it gradually like start to trust you and building up that little relationship. And you don't get me wrong, you might have a chameleon that hates your guts, but they're just amazing creatures. They're so smart. But if people are only able to go to like big chain pet stores, and more than likely your chameleon is going to pass away because they'll have health issues because big chain pet stores are in incorrect husbandry, or just shit breeders who don't put any thought and effort or don't even care about lineage. So now you're getting inbred chameleons. You're getting cross locales, so you're ruining the locales that you do have in the U.S. Again, I could go on and on, but anyways, bam, off of my stuff. So here's the thing with Petco and PetSmart. Even if the employee knows the proper husbandry and they voice their opinion, their concern, they are so limited, and it's most of the time they don't know anything. But occasionally you're going to run into a worker who does. But corporate sets out the rules of where enclosures are at, what's in them, what is actually in the enclosure, so they can't change anything. I have known of people who avoid, like, management even tries to, and corporate's like, no, corporate doesn't care. Corporate just wants to make money. Everything, the way it's displayed at Petco and PetSmart is to make money. That's it. It's whatever is going to accommodate the needs of the reptile, but for the lowest amount of cost. And another thing is, like, veiled chameleons, a lot of them are actually wild caught. There's reptile companies that'll go to Florida and they'll catch like in bulk amount, a large amount of young veiled chameleons out of Florida. They're invasive in Florida, but they're still wild in a way, right? They're invasive. And then they wholesale them to different places, and PetSmart, Petco, they get that. And they might be told that they're captive bred, they wouldn't know. They do. A lot of veils are just ornery. Veiled chameleons are just, nah. I think they're cool. Like, whenever I have more space, I'd be totally down to have a male veiled chameleon. And I would love if he was just your typical, like, jackass. Really, the only area that you're gonna be Florida. But Florida has the highest amount of invasive species of anywhere in the world. Its climate, its environment it produces is pretty much anything can thrive there. With chameleons, like, they're deemed invasive because they're not native there. I have read so many things where they can't really actually, these guys are not like constantly roaming around and stuff. Like, if in theory a wild chameleon, if it was in a tree where there was no competition for food, there is food, there is no predators, they're not leaving the tree. Like, they're just gonna get their food and they're just staying put. They're opportunistic hunters. If they have to get out of a tree to go somewhere else, they will, but shoot, they're gonna stay put. In Florida, You'll see veiled chameleons, from my understanding, you'll see veiled chameleons everywhere in like more southern Florida. But panthers, yeah, you'll see them, but be careful. Don't just go on I'm going to go find a wild Florida panther chameleon, because here's the thing. In Florida, a lot of those panther chameleon trees are guarded by armed Florida men. They're very protective of their panther chameleon trees. I mean, you got to think every male is about at least $500 for them. So, yeah, they're guarding those suckers. Yeah, dubia roaches, oh yeah, they would take off. No, but I know, Crafty, but you already know, like, if you release one thing, even if it's a native species, to get rid of all the snakes, then now you have an over amount of that predator for them. Isn't he cute? Let's get him a super worm. Yeah, I know the snakes are a big problem, but these guys, like, I mean, I guess because it's just another thing that's contributing to some bugs getting eaten. They're going to just eat whatever's around them, though. Like, they're not a species of animal that's like, I will only eat this type of bug, where they just take out that large amount of that particular species. Like, no, if it moves and it's small enough, they're going to try and eat it. I have one snake. He's a Kenyan sand boa. His name is Derpsicle. He's cute. But he's also upstairs. I have a gargoyle gecko, 2 crested geckos, a leopard gecko, 2 dumpy tree frogs, a bearded dragon, a Kenyan sand boa, I have a yellow giant Parsons chameleon. They're on 12 hours, lights are on 12 hours, off for 12 hours. Get Big Polly, look at that face. He's like, yeah, I'm F1 and I'm such a good hunter. Good job, Big Polly. All my other reptiles, with the exception of Koopa, my gargoyle gecko, but they're all upstairs sleeping. Koopa, the reason I don't handle Koopa too, I'll show you all Koopa. I have to do it really briefly. Let me sanitize my hands real quick. I may not be washing my hands after, or sanitizing like from chameleon to chameleon, but different species I do. But Koopa, and geckos jump. That's fine. I'm fine with geckos jumping. That's normal. It's natural. That's what they do. But Koopa, man, when he does get on the floor, he just skedaddles and goes straight under my female enclosure, my female rack, and it's a pain in the ass to get him out. But like this, my female wall, he'll go underneath there, and it's like I can't. I was stupid. I didn't get the one with wheels, so I can't really move him. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Let me get him. Oh, you're looking handsome. Here's Koopa, my gargoyle gecko. Look at this guy. Look at those crazy eyes, man. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you so much. So this is Koopa. Yeah, he's going to try and jump. Now, I, hands down, would rather be bit by my biggest male panther chameleon than be bit by this guy, because this guy, their teeth are pretty gnarly. But he's about to hop, and I don't want, because that's what he just skedaddles right. Look at him. He's like, I'm going to go jump and find a lady. No, you're not. We're going to go over here. There you go, sir. Yes, that was my gargoyle gecko. And yes, he will go under the female enclosures, and it's a pain in the butt. He wants to find out girls. Yeah, all my other ones are asleep, unfortunately. Alright, Big Powley. Yeah. It's happened a few times, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to get him when he goes under the female rack. Like hours. Hey, Sunshine. Yeah, he's awesome. My friend Paul, who breeds geckos, he tends to give me geckos when I do the live streams from his gecko basement, because he makes money when I do it. You can't either. Yeah, no, Koopa will waste my time. As soon as he's like, ah! I mean, it's gotten so bad with Koopa that I straight up have thought of just like letting him be a basement gecko, because it's like I'm afraid to move and like accidentally hurt him, like by moving all the racks. It takes like hours, and I'm like, okay, homie, like you can just be a basement gecko. I don't breed, I just breed Panther Chameleons. I don't breed any others. Isn't he pretty? Oh, look at him all fired up. And he's about to shed. He's a bit ashier than what he would be normally. I have truly debated of getting some day geckos or something and just like having basement that eat the bugs. Because you know, you can try your best, but bugs are going to get out of here. Let me show you. Did I get Mr. Meeseeks out for YouTube? I don't think so. Let's get Meeseeks. Did I get Meeseeks out? I would love having, oh my gosh, it'd be amazing to get like, hi buddy. Oh, want me buddy boy. Oh, Meeseeks. Meeseeks is a cute chameleon. Now this is a different locale. This is an Abanja locale. Thank you, Willie Julie. I'll give him a snack real quick. He'll like me more. Well, you thought there was food there. You're a little over, you got a little excited. I didn't even put the food on there yet, sir. I gotta get one out. I gotta find a supermarket. There we go. So they're starting to hide in here. They're starting to hide because they know that they're getting picked up for food. Oh, he's so ready. This is Mr. Meeseeks. He's my Abanja. So he's a different locale than the ones I've been getting out. Oh God, he's so ready. Damn, dude. Mr. Meeseeks, are you trying to take the title of the best hunter we have, sir? Dude, I could hardly even, whoa. Dude, just like, bam. Light, huh? Is it light? What you mean? So their tongues can go a full 1.5 to 2 times their entire body length. You'll rarely see their full body length as they're always curling their tail up, using it as an anchor. Like an hour. They have 12 hours lights on, 12 hours lights off. Thank you, Justin. That's how Koopa is, huh? Hi, David. They are magical, aren't they? Very magical creatures. Very smart creatures. They are very intelligent. They have very complex brains. So as you can see, this guy's eyes are busy looking around. Their eyes independently function. So they're able to mentally process 2 different images at the same time. So they can be looking for food with one eye, looking for predators with the other eye. They can determine which food, which prey is easier. It's going to exert the least amount of energy and make a decision on which one they should get. They recognize you. They will learn your bad habits. If you have a bad habit of forgetting to latch the bottom latch on your enclosure door, they do see colors. See, there we go, Robo. I missed my Panther, lived for 8 years. So here we go. We have somebody who's had one. What did you do, Robo, with your husbandry? Did you do cooler temps or anything? How did you get yours to live 8 years? I had a female who just passed away. She would have been 6. And female Panthers, on average, are 2 to 4 years. Males, on average, are 5 to 7 years. They know, like, they know what you do wrong. Like, what I'm saying about, like, bad habits, like forgetting to latch the bottom part. You're good, sunshine. But no, so I've talked with people who've had males that are close to 10. Exactly. Consistency mix up food and keep them well hydrated. They love to have a variety of food. So crunchy insects, semi-soft, soft insects. I mean, who wants to eat the same thing all the time? Oh no, Robert. What was your temperature like with yours? The only reason I'm asking is one of my, Craig, he breeds Parsons. And now his are outside year round. He is in Southern California, but he's at a part where he does occasionally get into the 40s. And his chameleons are outside year round. Dude, you're so cute. So Marvelous, as long as your husbandry is up to par, they shouldn't have health issues. You don't need to take them to get shots. Truly, the transportation to the vet, the whole experience of the vet, seeing a veterinarian is pretty stressful. You want to avoid that type of stress. Now, there's certain things that you would have to take a chameleon to a veterinarian for. Like if you think of, like if they have parasites, the only way you're going to be able to get any medicine for the parasites is from seeing a veterinarian. There are certain things that you would need to take them to a vet. Now, proper husbandry avoids most, if not all, health issues. These are solitary creatures. The only time you're ever going to have two chameleons in the same enclosure is if you are breeding and a female is receptive. But once they're done, Netflixing and chilling, you got to take her out. His name is Mr. Meeseeks. Now, y'all think, so he is in his resting colors. He is a very good representation of what a true wild Abanja looks like. Abanja being the locale. This is what he looks like when he is fired up. He is happening to match my shirt, but that's just his color and the color of the shirt I'm wearing. When he fires up, and the only way we've ever seen him fired up is when he was actually pissed off at me. Not even seen another male doesn't get him like this. It was because I woke him up. Not from like waking up chameleons being mean and just waking him up. I took him, not to sell him, but I took him to an expo. I'll take full grown colored up males to expos so people can see like what the juveniles could look like when they grow up. And most chameleons, if properly packaged in transportation, they're gonna fall asleep. So he fell asleep, I had to wake him up. He was pissed the F off, I woke him up. Look at this. This is the same chameleon. This is Mr. Meeseeks pissed off at me. This chill guy, chill's a cute, yeah, he was pissed off. He was like, B, how dare you wake me up? This is the same chameleon. These are the exact same chameleon. This was him just fired up and pissed off at me. Pissed off at me. And it was really funny because other people would walk by. He didn't care. But if I came close, he was like, how dare you wake me up? It was very fun. It was. He doesn't, the pictures don't faze him too much. Or really, they don't. So Sean, I don't know, really one big way to help avoid parasites of chameleons is spot cleaning every day and cleaning up their turds. Making sure that their feeders are not walking around their poop or eating their poop and then they eat their feeder. That's going to help prevent parasites or the spread of parasites. Captive chameleons, a lot of people argue they don't have parasites, which they have less. Obviously, a wild-caught chameleon is going to have parasites 100%. Sometimes the feeders are going to have them. It just happens. So these guys don't change color or texture like octopus do. Octopi, no smells. No, and a healthy chameleon, their poos don't stink. The only thing associated with chameleons that can make some bit of a foul odor are crickets sometimes. Crickets are just, but they're a pretty good staple feeder. They are a pretty good staple feeder. I'm gonna put him up. You cannot, unfortunately, in Australia or New Zealand have Panther Chameleons. Unfortunately, you cannot. We have a lot of people that come in from Australia and watch these streams, at least on TikTok, and they can't. Unfortunately. But y'all do have amazing bearded dragons. I love my bearded dragon. He's a Hypo Zero. His name's Dragonite. I'm gonna get Maui. They do not have the part of the brain that's capable of having the emotions and creating bonds. California, you can totally have Panther Chameleons. There's in fact a lot of breeders of Panther Chameleons in California. I have sent a lot of chameleons to California. The only state that has Crafty, let's do that tomorrow just because of the time already. And we're gonna, because I don't think I had too many people from TikTok show up. Let's plan to do that tomorrow. Or actually, let's do it Wednesday. Oh, damn. Maui. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy. He's so handsome. This is Maui. He's one I produced as well. Damn. He's a red body blue bar. He's a juvenile. Just that way I don't have to worry about. Dude, he's so pretty. Yeah, he's still growing too. He's so pretty. Woo! We're puffing up. What male are you looking at? Damn, he's gorgeous. Hi, Kitty. Thank you for the makeup brush. Oh, buddy. They're not the fastest reptile by any means. They really are not the fastest of reptiles. Really, he's not as vibrant as he can be. He's actually pretty. He gets brighter than this. You can't get brighter than that. Here it is. Now Maui, his name is Maui. He's 10 months old. And juveniles, yes. So when they, especially after they're done shedding, they're extra vivid. Chameleons in general, after they're done shedding, are going to be a bit more vivid. But juveniles, yeah, they're. I'm giving him a quick little. Here we go. I had to find one. He's a good hunter. Thank you. Wah! Good job, Maui. Good job, Mau Mau. Yeah, we can look at them. Thank you, Salty Sea Birdie. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do go potty on your hand. I have some that would much prefer to not poop in their enclosure, and they're on me. I don't have a twin. I don't have any biological sisters or siblings. I have Steph, a lot of Steph. Oh, you want? You want to see a little bit of the babies? Let's do that. But yeah, we can name. I just rather name on a night where I don't have to worry about, you know, when the kids waking up. I haven't dealt with like stuck shed. Now, you really want to avoid helping chameleons when they're shedding. If they have stuck shed that doesn't go away after 2 sheds, get like a warm, wet Q-tip and try to gently rub it off. Their scales are very sensitive. So, yeah, CP. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to get this one out. Charlene, so CP1 is definitely looking female. Look at that. That one's definitely looking female, Charlene. And then CP2, definitely male. And I do priority overnight ship anywhere in the U.S. except for Hawaii and Alaska. Look at this one, Charlene. So they get into mating display colors. Males would fight if they're in the same enclosure. So he will be red, believe it or not. He's a little over 2 months old now. He was born on Christmas, so he just turned about 2 months old. And males start to show more color about 3 months old. So at this age, a female can have very similar coloration. But what tells you it's a male is we're going to be a little shy. Males will have a bit of a hemipenal bulge. So if you see kind of like how his tail kind of curves out a bit after his vent, that's a hemipenal bulge. And 3 months visually with the colorations, you'll start to see the difference there. But females will start to get greens as well, because the green color is the juvenile coloration for females. At about 6 to 9 months is when they start to develop their reproductive full-grown coloration, which is like those peaches and kind of pinks and orange. I love their cute little eyes. Look at those eyes. So yes, so his sire is Redline. His uncle is John Gotti. He will be red body. So he'll be red, kind of like how Redline and Helix are. Whether or not he's got blue bars or mixed bars, we'll find out as they get older. He's cute. I think he's so cute. Oh, look at the face. Yeah, he's real cute. He's a big boy. Most of the red line's pretty big. Most of that red line clutch is pretty big. I do have the Gambino babies are smaller. They just hatched too very recently. Some of them did. But that clutch is just also looking to be a little... Oh, he's like, no, I don't want to go back in. I want to stay out here. You got to go back in, sir. Shit. Hey. My bad. Just perfectly slid right through the... Let me find a cute baby that's up close, like a young, smaller baby, I mean. Here's one. Oh, hi. This is one of the Gambino babies that hatched February 13th. This guy's pretty small. I just bumped him up to small crickets. So hopefully he's so cute. Looking at this one though, I think this one is a male. Because we got a hemi... Excuse me, I'm sorry. What looks to be a hemipenal bulge. I haven't really checked out these guys as they're so young, but I think that one's a male. And then this sibling... Oh, we're hiding. Kind of hard to tell. We're just hiding behind the leaf now. Aren't they cute? I individually raised the babies. I think this one's a female. So little cute. No, so eventually yes, but when they're this age, males and females will have the same colorations, but males will have a hemipenal bulge. Look at this cutie. Oh no, sorry, little leaf quake. That's another Gambino baby who was born on the 13th. Well, I mean, like the crocodiles, alligators, they are more of a social species. There are some social reptiles Chameleons are just not one of them. These guys, if they're male, will be red body. Whether or not they have blue bars or mixed bars like their sire, we'll find out as they get older. But though, actually, no, I'm sorry. These guys will be yellow body blue bar. This one's yellow body blue bar. The ones I was just showing you. The bigger ones, those are. Here's another. This one will be yellow body blue bar as well. You're like, dude, what you looking at? Oh. Grumpy butt. Grumpy. But yeah, some of these will be yellow body blue bars, some will be red body blue. Well, red body, whether or not they have blue bars or mixed bars, we'll see as they get older. Is that the whole rack here? There's just females? Yes. Bugs Marley, big. That's a good amount of males. Oh man. Of course I remember those commercials. Alright, I'm gonna get these lights going, making sure they are going to go off. Can we believe it's already March now? I can't. Oh, pets are amazing. Pets are amazing. Love them. But shoot. If it wasn't for Charlene, though, I wouldn't be able to ever leave my house for more than like 2 days. But at least with the chameleons. The chameleons, if you're going to go on a vacation, you definitely need to have somebody to come and take care of them. So. The year is flying. It's so crazy. It's just like, can we slow down a little bit, please? Just a little tad? Or just a little bit? Oh God, I hate this closet. One thing about me is I am freaking afraid of spiders and spidery things. I don't like them. I'm okay with jumping spiders, but that's like the extent of it. I mean, I've gotten better over time. I have gotten better. Okay. My goodness. It's just so absurd. Yeah, brown recluse is no go. Well, here's the thing. I definitely now, I know, I can tell, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a brown recluse and it's like a wolf spider. I know my spiders. I had, when I was in college, my dorm room was infested with brown recluses. So I learned very fast what they are. So, like, now, I have seen a lot of wolf spiders over time down in this basement. I just let them be because I know wolf spiders are going to eat. They will eat brown recluses. So, just kind of a natural brown recluse control there. But I don't want them, like, crawling on me at night. And I hate the feeling of spider webs. But I purposely got jumping spiders and I'm not afraid of that. And I will, like, that's what I'm saying. I don't just go and spiders. If it's a brown recluse, yes, it's gone. I'm sorry. And I know there's people like, you're a misunderstood spider as it's crawling on their hand. And I'm like, oh, you're mad. Like, you're just, yo. They're like, It takes a lot of pressure for them to actually bite you, and most of the time it's a dry bite. And I'm like, I'm handling. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. So, no. Wolf spiders are great. They're big. I've heard their bites are gnarly, like painful wise. But they take care of a lot of bugs. So, Dazzy, well, I'm about to be signing off because, I'll work and take the kids to school. Ah! Yeah, no. Yeah, no, jumping spiders a different story. I think they're cute. I do. And I actually was like handling mine. They're cute. I'll probably get jumping spiders again. I mean, I literally still have the setups and stuff for them, so I could just go and get one, but like, I have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So for a 3-year-old, yeah, preschool. And yeah, I'm sorry, Desi, but I am gonna call the night. I'll be back on tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe. We're trying to grow over here. I try to stream every night unless like we had strep throat going around with the kids, so that wasn't as much last week. But good night, everybody. I love all animals. I like reptiles. I like snakes. I like turtles and stuff. I probably will never have a turtle or a tortoise as a pet. Yeah, I love, it's just spiders. I would love to have a parrot, as I would love to have a bird, but I can't right now. I love animals. That's an odd request. All right, you all have an amazing night. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.